In this video, I'm going to tell you what to expect when you do your IELTS Life Skills A2 level speaking and listening test and how you can pass this exam. Especially useful if you want to extend your stay in the UK, because now that Boris Johnson's gone, things are looking much brighter. Maybe not. If you are applying to UK visas and immigration for a family of a settled person extension visa, you can choose IELTS Life Skills A2. It is one of the tests accepted by the UK Home Office. It is available both abroad and in the UK. It is one of the most popular tests out there for this purpose. The good news is only your speaking and listening skills will be assessed, so you don't need to worry about the reading and writing. Your exam will be carried out by a certified IELTS examiner who will look at the following in the speaking and listening test. Obtaining information, which means getting information from asking questions. Conveying information. Another word for conveying is to communicate, just communicating with others, talking to others. Speaking to communicate, very similar. Talking to others, like talking to the other exam candidate and talking to the examiner. And finally, engaging in discussion. Giving your opinion, talking about what you like, what you don't like, and asking the other fellow candidate about what they like and don't like and their opinion. The test time is around 20 minutes. And there are 4 parts to the test. Phase 1A, Phase 1B, Phase 2A, and Phase 2B. Just a fancy way of saying there are 4 parts, 1, 2, 3, and 4. In Phase 1A, the examiner will ask you questions about your name, your nationality, your country. They might ask you about where you work or what you study, where you live, your area. They may also ask you about your hobbies and what you do in your free time. It is the most straightforward part of the exam, and there is nothing for you to worry about here. In Phase 1B, you will talk for about a minute on a topic the examiner will give you. Your fellow candidate, the person doing the exam along with you, will listen to you and ask you 2 questions. And then your partner will speak on a topic for about a minute, after which you will then ask him or her 2 questions. Don't be confused. This is like a normal conversation when you talk about something and someone asks you some questions and then you do the same. As I mentioned, you will be given 1 minute to think about the topic and how you will answer it. You can also make some notes. And later on in the video, I'll give you some tips on how you can use the notes to help you. Phase 2A. In this phase, you will listen to 2 recordings and answer some questions. Again, you can make notes, but you don't have to. In the first part of this phase, the first question is multiple choice with 3 options. For example, you listen to a recording about a man. Where does he want to go at the weekend? The park, the seaside, or the mall? The examiner will ask you and you'll have to choose one based on the recording. Another example could be, where is the woman right now? At home, at work, or on holiday? In the second part of Phase 2A, the examiner will ask you some further questions about the same recording. This time, more specific ones, maybe asking for a particular time, a place, a price. And the recording will be played again. After the recording, you will have to then answer the questions. Phase 2B, the final part of the exam. In this part, you and the other exam candidate will talk to each other on a familiar topic. This is usually 3 to 4 minutes long. The examiner will tell you about what topic to discuss. Then you can begin your talk. So how do you pass the IELTS Life Skills Speaking and Listening A2 level? Well, here's some of my tips. For Phase 1A, Practice asking and answering a lot of basic questions. Watch a video I did called 21 Questions and Answers. This will give you an idea of what sort of questions you should prepare for. In phase 1B, you can ask the examiner to repeat the question with, "Could you please repeat that?" You may need to do this so that you can understand what you have to talk about. Take your time to think about your answer. You can even write notes. A really good idea is to write a spidergram to help you with the topic. For example, you can write a spidergram if, let's say, the topic is a restaurant or a cafe you like going to. So you can start with the type of restaurant, for example, Turkish. Where? Willesden. The dish that you like? Chicken sheesh, bread. Service, very nice. Decor, beautiful. So now, it's very easy and quick to do something like this, and then this will make you ready when you have to speak. You can start saying, my favorite restaurant is a Turkish restaurant, which is in Willesden. I like going there because it is near my house. My favorite dish there is chicken sheesh, and I also like the bread. The service is also really good. The waiter and waitresses are really friendly. And the decor is also really nice and attractive. It's a good place to go out with your friends. Remember, it is a speaking exam, not a reading or writing. So these notes are only there to help you speak and give your answer verbally. Remember to ask plenty of questions. Use what, where, why, how often to ask a lot of questions. This will show the examiner that you are able to obtain information. For phase 2A, just listen and pay attention. This part of the test is easy and straightforward because you have 3 options and there'll be pictures in front of you and you just have to choose one. In the second part, it should become easier because you'll be listening to the recording for a second time, and then this will help you answer the other questions the examiner asks you. Remember, I have a whole video on listening tests, so check that out. That should help you as well. For the final part, phase 2B, remember, is just a normal talk on a familiar topic, an everyday subject that you talk about all the time. For example, it might be about your family and your friends, education, transport, where you live, your experiences. So you should be able to talk about this topic quite easily, By this time, you should be more relaxed. So use that in your favor and have a nice talk together with the fellow candidate and be confident. Don't forget to ask plenty of questions and, if possible, provide lengthy answers to those questions. If you watch some of the examples of the exam being conducted on YouTube, for example, if you Google or search on YouTube A2 UKVI IELTS Life Skills Speaking Listening, some example exams will come up. And to be honest with you, except for the one I reacted to an A1 UKVI IELTS exam. That one was brilliant, and the person who runs that channel is also brilliant. Apart from that, if you look at some of the other ones, especially some of the first ones that come up, to be honest with you, they are not very realistic. So don't watch them and become scared that you have to do an exam like that. Maybe they are just actors who are playing the role of the candidates doing the exam, because those people who supposedly, those students or learners doing the exam, their level is much higher than the A2 level. It's clearly, you can clearly tell from the exam that their level is much higher. They're hardly making any mistakes. Their speech seems memorized, which is unrealistic, So I don't want you to go and watch these videos and think, oh no, I have to be perfect like that. No, you don't, And remember, A2 is not a high level at all, okay? At this level, you can make plenty of mistakes. The other thing I notice is that the examiner that is doing some of these exams seems to be very stern, emotionless. Again, I've been an examiner for many years. I've been a UKVI examiner. I've been the examiner on thousands of speaking listening exams. And I am always smiling and being friendly. This is the way with most examiners, because we're not taught to be mean or poker faced, not displaying any emotions, because that's unrealistic. Yes, we are very strict, but at the same time, most of us are friendly and we smile. So don't expect that your examiner will be like that one that you see on YouTube. Please don't be worried, just relax. You can make some mistakes. You do not have to be perfect. And just rest assured that if you follow the advice in this video, then you should be fine. Are you trying to prepare for the IELTS Life Skills A2 speaking listening exam or any other UKVI exam? Then why don't you go to the UKVI King, the #1, the best? Why don't you go to the best? That's right, that's your boy. He's hilarious, okay?
He's #1 in the market.
#1.
I've trained thousands of learners pass their UKVI exams, alright? My track record is probably 100% pass rate. Okay, maybe not 100%, but close to 100%. So get in touch, drop me an email, and let's work together and get you through this. My subscribers, please, for heaven's sake, press that bell icon and watch my videos, fam. Help your boy out, man. Come on. Okay, don't forget to share this video, like it, and do whatever you can. Go to the nearest mountaintop and shout out, "Learn with is hilarious!" There's no need to do that. Just keep following me. See you in the next one. Bye bye.